Okay, so I have the two samples here. This is sample one from my backyard. And this right here is potted soil plant. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the layers. I don't know if it shows up very good on camera. Okay, so as you can see, this is the sand layer. This right here is the tilt area. And then it's so hard to see, but this is the cloudy area right here. This right here is the clay area. I used too much dish soap. That's why it looks like that. The instructions, I said like 1 teaspoon, but I don't think I needed that much. Okay, so that is those. I want to make it clear that you can see it. Okay, I think this is as good as we're gonna get. Like, yep, this right here is the sand. That right there is the silt, and that right there is the clay. Okay, this one is very hard to see on camera, but if you look really, really closely, you can see it. I'm gonna get on my knees. Very professional, I know. Okay, come on. All right, I think you can, if you look in person, you can see it if you look very closely, but it's very hard. I don't know why it's so dark, but this is the potted soil. Okay, so this right here is where the sand is. You can see it's sunk at the bottom. You can see that the best, probably, that it's sunk at the bottom. Okay, now it's kind of in focus. That's where it's sunk at the bottom, and right above that is the tilt, stit. I don't know how to say it. I looked up how to say it a few times, and I mean, they said it in our videos, but for some reason, I just can't remember how to say it. But the next layer, the one that's like smoother, is right there. That's like the hardest one to see on camera. Maybe if I move it a little. Can you see? Kind of. You see, it just looks black, but it's there. Like, you can see the sand the best. Okay, so after that is obviously the clay, and that is like right above that. It's very, very hard to see on camera, but it is there. Ooh, when I move it around, you can kind of see. You see the movement in there? Okay. All right, that helps a little bit. And there's way too much dish soap again. That's why it looks like that on top, because there's just way too much dish soap. And yeah. Okay, so that is the 3 layers of that, and my measurements are in my document.